Where did that come from?
Probably Bear Village. How the hell do I know?
Not the bear, the gun.
I got it off one of the bodies. I saw a guy lying there with an ankle holster, so I took the gun. Thought it might come in handy. Guess what? I just shot a bear.
Guns.
Guns.
9mm.
Your doctor has a gun, brother.
Just give me a gun, Sawyer.
I'm taking responsibility for the guns.
Tell me where they are right now!
I have no idea where the guns are. I'm not even gonna pretend to know.
Who's got what and who's been carrying what and who's brokered what gun for what.
Guns. Guns on our show. Put your gun back in your pants, Sawyer.
Why don't you trust me, Saeed?
You've been carrying a gun you've told no one about.
Another gun. Where'd we get this one?
Oh man, like who has the marshal's gun?
Hey, Kate.
Maybe you should give the gun to somebody who knows how to use it.
This is all her play to get her hands on the guns.
I actually feel I have some authority to talk about this.
Thanks for the loaner.
I literally do not have the real estate in my cerebral cortex to make sense of any of that stuff.
I'll do it. Give me the gun.
Sawyer, give me a gun.
Oh, yeah, she gets a gun. Even if I had a gun, I wouldn't give it to you.
I can't keep track of where my cell phone is. Greg Nations in Los Angeles is the keeper of all those facts.
Take us to the guns. Now.
I think the guns have just become one of those things that you didn't necessarily anticipate it would become such a big deal, but it has.
We just write gun, and Greg will tell us whether someone has it or not.
Little Red Riding Hood gonna follow the big bad wolf back to his stash of guns.
Greg knows everything. Greg knows all the guns, and he knows, you know, like what date something happened, what date Hurley got his driver's license.
And I think I drive Damon and Carlton insane.
You don't understand! Understand this!
It's a good thing that I do not have a gun in my office for every time that Greg asks me a gun tracking question, because
He'll kill me! I'll kill you.
I am tempted to shoot him, but I would probably just shoot myself.
Oh, they don't have a gun. You know, Sawyer has the gun, and we to get it to here, how are you guys going to explain that?
When Greg walks into my office and asks questions about guns, my blood pressure tends to actually rise.
Makes them nuts.
Why do you need 5 guns?
With the guns in the Halliburton case in the first and second seasons, I did sort of like a little chart with that. I just usually list the episode number and then whatever gun information comes up. Well, there were 4 guns in the case, and then the marshal's gun, and then the gun from the Nigerian plane. That ended up being 6 guns that we were collecting in this case.
That was a big deal when the show started. To find weapons was something I think that Jack just instinctually understood was a very, very bad thing, because it was going to ultimately lead to some sort of power thing.
Just felt like this is a very natural story to be telling, you know, on the Desert Island Show, which is whoever controls the weaponry is going to be the leader. You know, whoever has the bigger stick.
First gun was a 9mm. Where did I get that gun? Lifted this off the Marshal back in the old days. Remember him, don't you? Oh, the Marshal? I found it on the Marshal.
Does anybody know how to use a gun?
I think you just pull the trigger.
I think I had the gun, and then Sawyer and Kate have this threatening moment where he kind of pulls her in tight. I think the whole idea was, oh, she's a sweet, cute, innocent girl, so we can give her the gun and I'll be safe.
Kate should hold the gun. Fine with me.
Meanwhile, in my flashback, you realize I'm actually a fugitive on the run for killing a man.
Shoot the gun!
I don't know how to use a gun!
I don't know how to use a gun?
Then they had to actually use that gun to shoot the Marshal. For the longest time, Sawyer was the only one with the gun. I think Jack collected all of the guns towards the end of the first season and put everything into the case. Jack gave Sawyer the Marshal's gun back.
You're the only one on the raft who knows how to use one.
He kept it with him even when the raft was blown up, and he had the gun with him in the tiger pit.
He's gonna get a surprising little howdy-doody.
And then Anna Lucia took that gun from him. That's the actual gun that she used to shoot Shannon. Once the Tailies joined the beach camp, she gave the gun to Jack.
But then they found an armory in the hatch.
You know, at first I was very excited because then I thought, I don't have to track it anymore. There's just a lot of guns. But then I saw the dailies, and I could count the guns. And that's when I realized, oh, I'm gonna have to track these.
Is that all of them?
All 6 of them.
Of course, in the middle of the second season, the Long Con comes along and Sawyer ends up with everything.
And then, of course, I had all the guns.
There's a new sheriff in town, boys.
So I had an AK for a while. I was polishing and so forth.
You looking at my bum?
No, I'm looking at your gun.
Charlie took it, and so ended up in Saeed's hands.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Surprisingly enough, didn't it go back to Ana Lucia after that? Then I think the following episode, it ended up back in Jack's hands. And then, of course, when they were going to get Michael's son back, the others captured them and took all their guns. Run! So there we are. The end of second season, the others have everything. No more Marshall gun.
But then once the others started skirmishing with our people, we were pulling guns off the others. Sort of by the end of season 3, guns were all intermingled. Who knows who has what guns? But now everybody's got a gun. Do you want one? I mean, I've got one. I'm packing right now.
Usually we don't see where the guns end up. And so that's when I'm calling Rob, the prop master, going, hey, what happened to that gun? Did anybody do anything on set? Was it established? Did the director decide to do something else with it? Just let me know.
Every once in a while, I called Greg Nations and said, hey, just a little update. Ben has a rifle that affects the next 5 scripts.
Like right now, let's put the guns down. Come on, how stupid do you think I am?
The actors, you know, the regulars, they would much rather carry 9mm. They're just easy to handle, they're small, and when you don't see them, they don't have to carry them. Like right now, Sawyer's been carrying this L1. It's a big, old, heavy rifle.
Now I got this gun that'll break your collarbone if you try to lay it up on your shoulder. It's this huge, like 12-pound military automatic weapon with a silencer.
Hey, what do you got there? This is Sawyer's badass gun. It's an L1A1 International. Fires 308, fully automatic. It's heavy. There's not a day that goes by that I don't hear about it from him.
And I had to do a scene where Naveen throws it to me, and I was like, God, oh my. And then I was like, okay, time to go.
Here, I was thinking I was gonna get a good night's sleep.
And I had a huge bruise here. I was like, okay, that gun needs some respect.
Whoa, it's okay.
I had a gun. I hit Kate over the head with it. And then what happened to it? Because, like, Liz had a gun in her jeans the other day, and I'm like, where's my bloody gun?
Either of them tries to run, shoot him in the leg.
I've never seen her without a gun tucked in the back of her pants. Everyone was tucking him in the front, you know, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do, I'm gonna stay in the back. It's my thing. Hey. It's a very kind of more of a feminine gun, I guess you would say. My gun's very sexy. She doesn't let go of her weapon.
It's a Walther P38. It's a beautiful
very,
gun.
It's a deadly gun. It's kind of very appropriate. Danny!
She's like Charlie's Angels.
That's also always entertained me by the prowess that a lot of people seem to have with guns.
You've never fired a gun before.
Do you ever shoot one of these before? And then like click, click, click.
And it's very interesting how these people from all walks of life, and suddenly you give them a gun, they break it down, and well, I guess you got some experience with a firearm, huh?
I like using guns if all I have to do is posture. You know, if all I have to do is just hold it up and get it in the right position and look cool doing it, great. But as soon as I have to load it or cock it or, you know, actually shoot it, then I always feel like a fraud, because I know I don't know what I'm doing. But I can look good trying.
Curly so far has only shot off a flare gun.
Oops.
He's better with blunt objects.
If we don't have anything to do in the scene, we call it the inappropriate cock. Don't have anything to do, just cock a gun. Just out of nowhere. We'll put it in anywhere and see who can put in the most inappropriate cock. MF loves saying,
No!
What is the monster?
I don't know. So,
What are you guys doing?
What's it look like we're doing? We're shooting things.
Then the wet team arrives and they've got mega guns.
We're catching up with modern times, little M4 action. M203 grenade launcher.
These are a mercenary team that is well armed and has the latest technology and the latest big boom of everything. They are kind of intense.
End's going down. When hits the fan, turn my trust M4 carb line.
Thank God I don't have to worry about their stuff.
Please, God.
Don't you let go!
I don't want to shoot you.
Do it, John. Shoot him!
No.